I'm sure you've heard about it too, that we're heading into what people are calling a new normal. So, what is the new normal going to be like? Well, one thing I can say without any fear of doubt whatsoever, for a while, for a lot of us, it's going to be a real test of our inner strength. It's going to be more stressful, more divisive, more taxing, and as a result, more physically and emotionally demanding. So, in order to just survive, we're going to be stretched much further than we have ever been before. Some of us will crumble and fall by the wayside, but for some of us, we will not only just survive, but we'll actually thrive and continue to grow. So, how are you going to cope with the new normal? I know if this was 10 years ago, I would have been in really big trouble. Maybe it would have turned out to be the final straw for me. Yep, things were most definitely that bad. I'm a skinny guy, I have been all my life, and I hate it. Over 6 foot tall and lucky to be 60 kilos soaking wet. I've periods for a few weeks, maybe even up to a couple of months, when I will join a gym in an attempt to finally add some much needed muscle to my spindly, frail, weak and rather pathetic figure, but inevitably after a while, for one reason or another, I find I have to overcome an obstacle or deal with a problem, and with the victim's mindset that I've been cultivating for years and years, I just admit defeat without any real sign of fight, and so I go back to living my life as Mr. Skinny. And when you combine this loser type mentality, where I blame my issues on everyone and everything else, with a crippling drug addiction and bouts of raw depression, then you can start to see and appreciate that I wasn't in a pretty good place and would have been extremely vulnerable to the effects of COVID-19 from physical, emotional, and professional standpoints. And I honestly believe that the majority of my issues stem from my raw bone physique. Skinny from as far back as I can remember, but like most boys in their early teenage years, I was wanting attention from girls, but being the shape I was and being very shy and self conscious, I struggled to do anything about it. Then getting teased from time to time about my twig like arms, my matchstick legs, and my sunken chest. I used to be known as Treasure, funny. And this compounded feelings of self doubt and worthlessness until my emotions were purely negative and self sabotaging. By my mid to late 20s, I was so convinced that I was completely unlovable, undesirable, and unwanted, and always would be, that I hit the self destruct button and head down the road of physically addictive drugs. And that's a big no. That's a huge no no for anyone who actually wants to live a fulfilling life. Well, to be fair, just any sort of life, if I'm being honest. Being addicted to drugs means you have no life. You just have and need drugs because your life is drugs. Anyway, my point is that back then, at my lowest point, both physically and emotionally, this new normal that we're going to be facing would have probably been too much for me. To be fair, even forgetting about my addiction and my depression, I still wouldn't have been able to cope, I don't think. I was a physical wreck, strength of a child, body of not much more than a skeleton, and I had a mind absolutely full to the brim of limiting beliefs, and that they were all well and truly entrenched for years and years. And fortunately, just when I could have fallen into the abyss, never to be seen again, I took the bull by the horns and decided I had to change. And the result is a completely new version of me and my online transformation company, BML Coaching. I am a far stronger version of myself, having now added 50% of my original body weight, and with a body that I'm happy to take to the beach and walk up and down in just a pair of shorts when the beach is open again. And I'm a much wiser version of myself, and I have a full understanding of what makes me tick, what inspires and motivates me, and what will continue to do so forevermore, meaning that I can continue to improve on my body and mind without ever really worrying about giving up, using the exact same processes I give to my clients, and that is BML Coaching's unique total body and mind optimization training system. The physical goal within our VIP Platinum program is to help our clients to add a minimum of 10 kilos of muscle in 100 days, and yes, we guarantee that. On the mental side, we aim to open up our client's mind, to encourage personal growth and to establish a new belief system with a completely open mindset, taking away all of those beliefs that have limited progress in the past and replace them with thought processes that have no boundaries or restrictions. So I have every confidence that my clients and I will all not just survive in this new normal, but we will be in the minority who have the strength, the drive, the confidence and the self-awareness to actually flourish. So if you'd like to find out more about how our programs could help you shine in these slightly darker times, then click on the link and become the best version of yourself that you can be.